Hey, what's up you guys, the Curious Owl here, and today I have my July TBR. So what exactly happened with June? It's gone. It's no longer here. Goodbye, good riddance, or not even so much good riddance, just see you bye, because it's gone. It just flew completely by without me noticing. So yeah, and it is very quickly coming upon my 26th birthday, which is also very odd. I don't understand that I'm gonna be 26 on the 8th. I don't know how I feel about that. But the cool thing is that for my birthday this year, my husband and I are going on a trip. We are going to Universal for my birthday in Florida, which is really, really exciting. I'm so excited for it. This is a trip that we have been talking about doing for a long time. So we are going to be gone basically for two days essentially, where we are flying out on my birthday, staying down there on my birthday and on the 9th, and then flying back home on the 10th. So I'm so jazzed. I feel like I'm gonna have so much fun, and I'm gonna have some good time on the flight to do some reading. So I definitely need to have a good TBR set for this month, but with the Wheel of D20 for particular, we only have one book we need to complete this month. So let's just go ahead and get into that. Okay guys, so we are here to do the wheel spin for the Wheel of D20. Really excited to see what we end up getting. So let's go ahead and do the spin for the only book we will need to read for the entire month of July. And the prompt we get is a gray book. So gray on the cover, gray in the title, gray in the last name of the author or name of the author, anything like that. So, okay, let's go ahead and take a look and see what gray books I have. Okay, so the two books I have picked for the gray prompt are a little different in terms of the age range and a little bit in terms of the content. So first and foremost, we have Internment by Samira Ahmed. This is a young adult contemporary that does deal with some things about basically ICE in terms of the government force and those that are immigrants coming in, specifically those that I believe are of Middle Eastern origin, as Samira Ahmed herself is part of that community of people. This is supposed to be a pretty heavy-hitting and very hard book to read, but I heard such good things about it and I would like to be able to read it. And as you can see, there are bits of gray throughout the book. And then the other one that also has some gray throughout it is The Power by Naomi Alderman. This is a more adult kind of fantasy, or like, I don't know, like sci-fi fantasy kind of book, where it deals with a world where women are basically the only people on this earth, and they have the power. They have this incredible power, and when this first came out a couple of years ago, it was everywhere. There was every single fantasy and sci-fi and adult reader that was really raving about this, so I've been meaning to read it for a long time, and honestly, these were the first two I saw on my shelves that fit the prompt, so we're going to go with these because these have been on my TBR for a very long time. So we are going to go ahead and roll our D20 and see what we end up getting. Okay, and we rolled a 4, so that means we will be reading Internment by Samira Ahmed for the gray prompt. Not a bad way to start off the month, considering this also is a young adult contemporary and will read much faster. I might be able to read this while I'm on vacation. So as you guys saw, we ended up with a gray book, and for that we ended up going with Internment by Samira Ahmed. Very excited to read this. Not sure if I will read this on the plane or not. It depends on what exactly I end up getting into this first few days of July. But at the very least, I know that I could take this with me on my vacation and very likely read it on the plane there and probably get through a lot of it, and then maybe on the way back read quite a bit of it as well. I'm just very excited to be able to have an actual vacation, so we'll see how that goes. The book that Brandy is having us read is called Sing Me to Sleep by Gabby Burton. I don't know anything about this. This is, I think, a newer release for this year, but I've been really loving the picks that Brandy has every single month. There's only been like a couple that I haven't liked as much, but I think it's a personal taste for me. But the majority of the books that she's picked for book club picks, I've really enjoyed, so I think I'm gonna really like this one too. And for the N.K. Jemisin read-along for this month, we are reading the novella involved in the Inheritance trilogy, which is called The Awakened Kingdoms. This takes place, I believe, 1,000 years after the Kingdom of Gods, or something to that effect. It takes place years after the events of the Inheritance trilogy, and I loved the Kingdom of Gods so much. That was my favorite book in the entire series, so I'm very excited to see what this novella is involved with. It's only 89 pages apparently, according to Amazon, and so I'm very excited to be able to listen to the audiobook of this because I really enjoyed this story. I really enjoyed this series in particular, and I think this would be a great way to kind of finally end off the Inheritance trilogy for the most part before moving into something else entirely. Next, for the Octavia E. Butler read-along that Bree and Maya are hosting, we have the second book in the, what is it called? I don't remember the name of the series, but it's the Parable of the Sower, but we have the second book this month called The Parable of the Talents, which I really liked Parable of the Sower. Like, it was so good. I am really curious to see what goes on with this one because I don't really know how the story can go on from here. I don't know whether this is going to be more of a companion or if it's going to be a direct sequel. I guess we'll have to see. Then for the Zora Neale Hurston read-along, we have Tell My Horse by Zora Neale Hurston. This is a read-along hosted by Bree and Brandy that is spanning over the course of Zora's work over her career. Again, with most of Zora's work, I don't know anything about this one. I don't know what this one's gonna entail. So with that, I only have 5 books this month, and that seems a little light for me. So I think I'm going to add on a few things to this TBR. I think that I need to do that. So what I'm going to actually end up doing is I'm going to just spin the wheel of D20 a few times, and I am not necessarily going to be like doing my D20 rolls to pick which book I'm going to do. I'm just going to spin the wheel, and whatever prompt comes up, you know, I'm going to do a few spins, and we're just going to kind of see what comes up and see what I'm kind of in the mood for to fulfill these prompts. And I will screen record that here. I'm going to start with 3 spins, I think, and bring it up to 8 books. I think that that is possible, and then if I need to do more over the course of the month, I may just start picking up some series that I've started that I really would like to get back to. So let's start with the first spin, which is going to be, hey, look at that! The next book in a series! How perfect! Wheel Gods, please be nice to me. Be nice. So for read a book in the next book in a series, I think I'm gonna go with my first instinct, which is to read the second book in the Girls of Paper and Fire series by Natasha Nyang, because I loved Girls of Paper and Fire so much, and I do have the second book on audio through my library, and I have the third book on audio on hold, so I would really like to continue with this series because I loved Girls of Paper and Fire so much. Okay, so let's do the second spin, and let's see what we get. And we're also not going to count any doubles that come up. Ooh, okay, so rant basically means that I need to read something and basically do some kind of a review on it, whether it's a rant review or just a review in general. So this is kind of like a video project of sorts. Okay, I'm finally going to do this. I think I'm finally going to read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I've been putting off this book for a long time, and there are so many books and novellas in this series now that I feel like it's time I at least start it. She just released a new book here, like within the last couple of weeks. I gotta at least try it, and at the very least, if I like this, I may make it into a video series kind of thing, or one video where I read everything that there is in this series that I can get my hands on, and do like kind of a series review of sorts, especially if I do like the first one. But I have a feeling that I may be thinking less of this than what I actually will end up thinking of it, because I feel like for some reason I'm judging this way too hard based on the type of tropes that are involved in this, and I just might actually end up loving it. So I'm hopeful. We'll see kind of how that is. Okay, so let's do spin number 3. And we get a friend pick. Okay, so friend pick basically takes it completely out of my hands. So let me see if I could get Liv to pick something for me. I am gonna do another spin. I think I'm gonna see what else I'm gonna get. I kind of can't stop just because I like having a lot of books. A mom pick! Yay! So this time my mom gets to pick something. This hasn't happened in a while, so I don't think we've actually had a mom pick yet in this year. I'm gonna FaceTime my mama and we're gonna see what we get.
Hi!
So I'm doing my July TBR video and one of my prompts is a mom pick.
Ooh! Mom pick, mom pick,
Yeah.
mom pick.
So,
Like, Wayne's World, Wayne's World!
right, exactly. Oh my gosh, you know what that reminded me of? Do you remember that Between the Lions show that Tori and I used to watch?
Yes.
Gwen's Word!
Yes.
Because that's totally what it was a play on.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you really have full reign of my entire, like, library, so I don't know if, like, you have an idea, like, an author or a genre, like...
How about something witchy?
Ooh, something witchy. Okay. Where is it? I have it somewhere in here. Haha, I do. Ooh, but I also have a new release that's witchy. Oh, which one do I do? Okay, so I can do Payback's a Witch, or...
I'm enjoying the fuck out of that one, by the by.
Or there's this one, which is a brand new release this year.
Which is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I like it.
I do too. I love the cover too, but
It does look cute.
nope, I'm gonna do Payback's a Witch. I like that.
It's good. You'll like it.
I think I'm going to. It's pretty easy to get me suckered into like any kind of contemporary romance, fantasy romance, anything like that. So.
Oh, just wait till you get going.
Oh boy.
Oh, so the beginning of it, it's a tad slow to get started.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so if y'all don't know, my mom is pretty much the person I get my goofiness from. This one she actually is reading herself. I recommended it to her because of the fact that I knew a lot of people really liked this. It's witchy, it deals with romance. My mom's been getting kind of into contemporary romances here, so especially based on one of the books that she really liked that was kind of a cozy mystery romance kind of thing, I definitely thought that this would be something she would like, and she's been enjoying the crap out of it. So I think I'm gonna love this a lot because it's gonna be good. I definitely think that I'm gonna enjoy this because I love everything witchy. So there's that. I still want to do at least one more spin because I don't know what to do when I don't have at least 10 books on my TBR for any given month. So we're gonna do one more spin and we're gonna see what we get. So final spin. And we get highest rated. Okay, so this one I have to go on my Goodreads, which is so outdated. I have not updated this at all. Okay, so we're gonna do average rating. Okay, so that was, okay, so here we go. So this, oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, so have not started Throne of Glass yet. I don't have The Martian anymore. I don't have Wonder. I have Clockwork Angel, but I would like to get through more of the next thing, which is the Mortal Instruments. So I did want to get through more of the Mortal Instruments, which the next one I need to read is City of Glass. I think I haven't read this one as of yet. This would be the first time I read this one. So we're gonna go with City of Glass for this one, which is good because I did really enjoy City of Ashes and City of Bones, honestly, way more this last time I read them than I did previously. So I think I'm gonna enjoy City of Glass a little bit more than maybe what I'm thinking. And these books fly by really quickly. Like, I'm pretty sure I read City of Ashes almost in one entire sitting. So I think this is a good place to end this TBR. Okay, so with that, we basically have 10 books, give or take, on the TBR for this year, or for this month. So we've got Internment, which is my actual Wheel of D20 book only, and then these ones, the other 4 physical books I have, are all add-ons because I wanted to have more books on my TBR, because maybe I'm partially a masochist. I don't really know. But yeah, and then the rest are books that I have on either my Kindle or I'm going to be borrowing from the library and I don't have right now, you know, that kind of thing. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up and let me know what you guys are planning on reading in the month of July. And yeah, I'm really excited. My birthday's coming up. I'm very, very excited to go on my vacation. I think it's going to be so, so great. And I'm not going to be filming during my vacation because I want to reserve that time for me and my husband and just, you know, enjoy it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you'd like to be and would like to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!